Monday the 28th of April 2025, leaving Georgia Veterans State Park, Lake Blackshear, Cordele, Georgia. .30. Degrees, cloudy. Said it feels like 75. It's going to about 85 today, 67 tonight. We're going to turn right here on US 280, go into Cordele, headed to the Home Depot, Walmart. We're staying here tonight, last night and tonight. We got 2 free nights that we needed to use in April before they expired from our friends at Georgia State Park. So we're doing that. And the lady at the park and I got our wires crossed. And see, she charged me for 2 nights for Tuesday and Wednesday. When I told her I didn't know whether I wanted to stay or not. So and I still don't know. We're going to check out Cordele, see what else is around here to see. Andersonville isn't that far. That's certainly an excursion. Don't know how long we'll be out this time. We've got to be back by the 6th for our eye exam, or either cancel it and change it. I don't want to do that. That's about the first food crop I've seen. Corn growing over there. I've seen some other stuff irrigated, but I think I may have seen collards. I'm not sure what it was I saw. I thought collards were more for the fall. A lot of cattle, but I just, you know, cropland or people growing crops in Georgia is just not what it used to be. I've seen no cotton, no soybeans. Of course, they wouldn't be coming out of the ground good yet. Still see cotton and corn up in northwest Georgia a good bit. Of course, onions along the Vidalia corridor. Now, so we're heading almost due east. We could come out of here in the morning. We're going to have to check out by 11. We could come out and head over to the East Coast. It took 3 hours, Darien. But we probably need to explore. We don't have much down here in southwest, in southwest Georgia. We probably need to stay over here a few days and explore over here. We're using the S22 on the mirror mount, which, you know, does a lot of vibration, even as smooth as this road is. Whichever way you want to pronounce it. East of 75, I mean west of 75, not that far west. We will be getting, when we get to the Home Depot, we'll be just about at I-75. So north is to our left, south is to our right, so we're heading almost due east, according to the compass. Did see some pecans and saw some peach trees, not many. about the time I said there weren't any row crops or food crops, then we saw a peach orchard. Saw a couple of very large solar farms. We came down 540. Lake Blackshear is fed by the Flint River. We went to the headwaters of the Flint River over in East Point yesterday, then came south. She charged me for 2 nights. I don't have Lake Lot, but it's close to Lake Lot. But for 2 nights, even with my senior discount, it's still either $72 or $88. There are 2 charges on there. One of them is, I think the 88 is for my renewed Friends of Georgia State Parks for 2025. That is. Can't, I guess I should say can't instead of can't. I shortcut a lot of words. I had one person on my YouTube site make fun of me. I guess a Yankee girl made fun of me. He said, talking about a library, and she said, "You hear what he said?" He said library instead of library. Oh, Yankee girl making fun of Ricky. What do y'all think about that? I think if she were to go back north, she wouldn't be a damn Yankee, huh? Yankees go back home. Ricky's YouTube, make fun of him. Hey, please like, share, subscribe. I need subscribers. I need watch time and views really bad. YouTube informed me that my channel is now being auto-dubbed in 9 different languages. So if you know how to speak one of those 9 languages, how about listening to the video or watching the video, listening to it in a different language and see what it sounds like? Let me know. I know it was Hindi, Italian, I'm pretty sure German, French, Portuguese, Spanish. How many is that? But I thought that was pretty neat. East Georgia 30, East US 280, in case anyone wants to know. And something I didn't know until maybe a year and a half or so ago, the even number US stuff goes east and west. The odd stuff goes north and south, like I-75, I-95. They go north and south. Did I say north and west? They go north and south. The odd numbers highways, and the even number highways go east and west. Another tidbit. Mile markers. How do we determine the distance of a mile? 5,280 feet. Roman legions. They used to mark off how far they would go in a mile. And they would mark the mile markers. They know how far they've marched. And it has turned out that their mile markers, or their markers, you know, in an hour, how far they marched in an hour, I guess it was. But anyway, we got it from them. And it turns out it was 5,280 feet. Okay, this video is about 11 minutes long. We're going to be coming into Cordele. I think as we go through town, I'm going to put the Insta360 up. We may spend a little time in here riding around the city and then go back and decide whether we're going to stay through Wednesday morning or not, Tuesday night. I think I'm going to get her to, you know, back those other 2 nights off. And then if I want to stay, we'll stay and pay for them. But if not, I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to do. Because we could take off east, or there's some more Georgia state parks. We could spend more time down here in southwest Georgia. I would like to go back to Cloudland Canyon, spend more time walking the bottom of it down there. This one off. Junction connector, Georgia 300. Albany's to the right. Cordele to I-75 straight ahead. I did hear a train this morning. We'd like to get a South Georgia train. That may have been that short line, Sam's short line or whatever it is. Cordele 2. Okay, let's go ahead and turn this one off. This will be a wrap. That's about 12 and a half minutes. Heading east, US 280 into Cordele. Monday, the 28th of April, 2025. We decided to go ahead and just get Cordele right now with the Samsung S22. Coming into Cordele, 940. What temperature did I say it was? 68, 69 degrees. We're on US 280. We're going to go by the Walmart. We'll come back by Walmart on our way back to the Georgia State Park, Veterans State Park, Georgia State Park. Very, very nice park. We're staying our 2 free nights for sure. Maybe we'll get us a railroad or a train. Sounds like it. Let's slow down. Maybe we'll catch a train. There's one going. I don't think it's coming this track here. It's another track further up. To Cordele, Georgia. We were charging our bike. We should have plugged it up last night, but we ran off. I said, when you load up quick and run off, we left our extension cords. I didn't have but one little short extension cord with 3 plugs on it, so I had my coffee and grits this morning, but that's as many extension cords as I have. We're headed to Home Depot to buy an extension cord. You need to have a checklist before you leave out. Check everything off. And we didn't do that. So we're going to end up buying extension cords that we don't need. Didn't get our fishing rod, our pole, our little Zebco. So if we want to fish, we'll either have to rent one. I noticed you can rent them back there at the park. They have canoes. We may rent a canoe or kayak and just see. I don't like that blow up one we got. Let's see if we want to buy a hard one, a plastic hard one. Let's say I need subscribers. us watch time and views, please like, share, and subscribe. YouTube is now auto-dubbing the channel, all the videos, into 9 different languages. So hopefully we'll be picking up more international subscribers. We've got about 28, almost 80 subscribers. For me to do any good and just sustain myself doing this on the road, we need about 50,000 subscribers. We're only about 1/17 there. We need subscribers bad. You can't keep going in the hole on Social Security. It just doesn't work. Walmart. When we come back, we will check Walmart, see if they have any signs about no overnight. We could stay, if we wanted to stay an extra night in Cordele without spending any money, we could stay in the Walmart parking lot if they haven't prohibited it. Some of the Walmarts, they do not let you do that anymore. Of course, if there's a not Chick-fil-A, if there's a whatever that other restaurant is, we could stay there. And I would think there'd be one here. If we were to stay and pay those next 2 nights at the campsite, that'd be 4 nights for what, $80? That's $20 a night with power and bath and shower and everything. That's not bad at all. But I'm used to not paying anything. There's a Pilot. We can stay at the Pilot. Yeah, I know for sure now. We're gonna get her to back off those 2 nights. Look, there's a Hardee's. We could have breakfast, couldn't we? We had grits, but we won't get anything. Save about $8. We have our toaster. We can make toast. We can do all kinds of stuff. Home Creepo. Here we are. See, there's I-75. Let's turn this one off. We'll continue it when we come out as we explore a little bit of Cordele. Okay, coming out of the Home Depot. Yeah, I know we're going to back those 2 nights off now. You've got the Cracker Barrel there. There's a Pilot across the 75. There is a Quick Trip across the 75. We've got the Walmart. So there's no need in paying 2 nights at $80 for somewhere to stay. And so, just for your information, you know, if you don't pack everything, if you don't have a checklist or whatever, it can cost you. As many extension cords as I have, we just purchased an extension cord, and I got a 25-foot 12-gauge wire. I used to know these gauges and amperages, but it's been a long time since I've messed with much. For you outdoor warriors and indoor too, 16-gauge wire is rated at 13 maximum amps. At 100 feet, that's 25 to 50. At 100 feet, it's 10 amps. 14-gauge, 25 to 50, 15 amps max. 100 foot, 13 amps. Now, you know, Makita saw rated at 15 amps, and you and mine's, I think, 13. 150 foot, 7 amp max on a 14 gauge, and that's what we got. A 12 gauge, 20 amps for 25 to 50. We got a 25 foot 12 gauge, which is rated at 20 amps, 15 amps at 100 feet. 10 gauge is 20 amps, and 100 foot 20 amps. So Y'all need to pay attention when you're using your power tools at the gauge of wire you've got. And this is a 3-prong with the ground plug. So there you go. And the cost is $49. There was one on sale, 14 gauge for $19. But if we're going to buy an extension cord, I'm going to buy one that you can use for most anything. So this is 20 amps. So you don't do your checklist, it costs you $50 at least. Okay, well, let's go to the Walmart now and get us some lunch or breakfast. No, get us something to eat. Check everything out. Go to the Walmart grocery store. We're going to turn this one off. This will be a wrap. We'll turn this one off, it'll be a wrap. And we get to town, I think we'll run the 360 up and get or either hang the, we may hang the GoPro Black 10 and use it to get the, if we find an interesting part of town, we may stop and walk and use the 360. We need to finish charging the bike when we get back to the park. Yeah, if it's going to stay cloudy and rainy like this, we may want to head on to the coast or somewhere. We'll see. But anyway, we're turning this one off. It'll be a wrap.